Welcome back to the 1932 Sound
Sure.
Podcast. Your host Avery. We got Mark,
You know what I'm saying? You got my mans.
vice versa Jay. Hold
What's
on.
good with you, man? You sure?
What's the deal, man?
And we just want to know, do a little interview with you, talk about you as an artist, talk about your artistry, talk about your come up, and then obviously some fun topics at the end here. Sound good?
Okay.
So, kind of tell me, like, what kind of musical space do you feel like you in right now? You know what I'm saying? 2022. What's all this going around, the music climate, music that's coming out?
Man, I feel like right now I'm more so in like a real creative space.
For sure.
Not even just like, music wise, but like all aspects of music.
Yeah.
Instead of just, writing it. Just everything all around it for the most part.
So, like, can you kind of go in depth with that? What do you mean by, like, the space? Is it like the environment you feel like you're around is kind of healthier for you, or, like, the process by which you kind of get into your bag, or, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
like everything ties into it for real. Like mindset you in,
Yeah.
the vibes that's around you, you know, because you already might be feeling like something. Say, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot on your mind, and then you come up in the studio or wherever you might be at. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the energy is different, or it's either adding to it or it's taken away from it.
Yeah.
Everything ties in together. So it's like, you know, more so just trying to control it myself
Yeah.
instead of letting everything else control it.
And I know, like, you know what I'm saying, part of vice versa, y'all spent time in New York. So I know, like,
Mm-hmm.
when you say that studio vibe, it's kind of like, what exactly are you kind of searching for? Because you've been in multiple studios, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you got to a point where, like, you know where your piece at, but how did you find that? Or, like, how is, you know what I'm saying, this time different where you know, like, I'm in my space, I'm comfortable now, I know where I want to go. Like, what is that mindset? What kind of, how did you know what I'm saying? What studios, what creates that around you?
I really like recording at the crib, doing a
Yeah,
lot of recording at the crib by myself. It's like when I
sure.
go to different studios, I just try to like get that same feeling that I got when I'm at the crib, because I feel like that's where I come up with my best stuff. You know what I'm saying? In my own zone,
Yeah,
doing what I do.
for sure, for
For
sure.
sure. And to talk about you too, when when you look at yourself in the studio and then obviously marketing yourself, I think you've done a really good job as marketing yourself, especially on social media.
Mm.
Like a lot of artists trying to be verified, a lot of artists trying to, have that high follower count. But you've been able to accomplish that. Tell me about you obviously marketing your music and becoming a personality on social media.
Mm. Uh, man, it's a journey. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I'm starting like it's like you realize everything becomes a job for real. It ain't just like for fun no more. So it's like,
You're talking to Mike a little bit too.
okay, my bad.
Sure.
It's like
It's kind of like it's forced sometimes where you can't just easily, like, as kids, I feel like we able to do music and it's cool, but now it's like it's remembering that like social
taking
media,
care
I
of
gotta
business.
post, I gotta do
Yeah,
this X, Y, and Z, where it's like, man,
more
naturally
serious to it.
I ain't really. If it were up to me personally, I don't care about the social media shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be at home kicking it, playing video games, maybe go out. You know what I'm saying? Chill.
Same thing.
But like I feel like that music stuff, like you saying, it kind of it's that part that kind of sometimes can throw you off. Like
Mm.
it's not that it's not genuine because this is your everyday life that you showing people. But like when I experience stuff, I'm not first to try to put it on the gram. It's like
Right.
I'd rather be soaking it in with the people I mess with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Enjoying it real time and shit. So how do you balance that? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I really be on the same shit as like before I used to get into it, like, oh, okay, I gotta record this, I gotta record this,
Yeah,
because record it, it ain't happen to most people, you know what I'm saying? But after a certain point, I'm like, bro, I can't be thinking about that type of shit because you ain't gonna really enjoy it. It's like certain shit that happened, you didn't even realize it happened. You know what I'm saying? Because you was recording it, you weren't really there for real.
experiencing it for sure.
Yeah, so it's like I don't be one to really hop on there and show everything, you know what I'm saying? But I'll make sure my cameraman there, he gonna catch everything. So I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily trying to worry about that shit. So
Yeah.
For sure. And you said, obviously you guys, the content in your social media, from my perspective, like y'all really know how to put on the show.
Mm.
Like y'all know how. So what's the difference between you just recording in the studio and like the feeling of being on stage performing and obviously performing your songs and stuff?
it's like it kind of got into a space now after you know the sound that you want,
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of like picture and put it together how it might sound like in stadiums, big speakers and stuff like that. So I kind of like think on the mindset of how this is gonna sound hearing it like anthem wise or like stadium wise, just everyone around you hearing it. How to make me feel around it. That's mostly it.
That's dope. You said that because to even get to that point, I feel like a lot of artists don't even understand. You can kind of envision that because you've done that before. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you haven't performed on those stages. You even understand. All right, this how I do this in the studio. This is how it's going to translate. So when is you kind of like start having that vision for the music you created? Because that type of stuff doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes like people don't ever get it, but it's one of those things that like I know for me, we didn't have no big homies to just teach us how to X, Y, and Z. It's kind of like you had to get those scars to figure out this is how this translates to this. So can you kind of like, you know what I'm saying, expand on that journey part?
I mean, actually, like say that one more time.
No, actually, like when you listening to the song in the studio or you trying to put together a record, right? You're talking about how you already know how X, Y, and Z is going to translate when I perform it, right? But I feel like that comes from the countless shows you had to do, actually performing on those stages to know what didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about like stuff like that. Like, how did you even get to that point when you in the studio? You can even identify this is exactly where I want to go with it.
To be honest, I don't necessarily know when it actually like switched.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so just knowing like, oh, it ain't like how it used to be. You know, before mostly I was worried about like, you know, what to say.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on like how to say it and, you know, just different ways about it. I wasn't necessarily thinking about that until it just started happening. And I'm like, okay, bet. It's like I don't notice the progress until later.
Yeah.
So I look back, you know what I'm saying? And I see that it's actually like not the same thing.
That's the focus mindset for real. You know what I'm saying? Don't really get caught up in all the hype, man. Down to earth. And I know you personally too, and it's crazy to know that you kind of like a real down to earth person. Besides, like a lot of this stuff go to people's heads for real, man. You know what I'm saying? But like just on how I see you, like on you just a down to earth person for real. You know what I'm saying? But having said that, like that's just focus, bro. So how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like I kind of wanted to hear like, cause like I said, y'all know each other like obviously more than I know you. So like you obviously know like more about his journey, how he became. Like I want to hear more about your journey, like how you became vice versa Jay, like how you became like. So take us back to the beginning, not the very beginning, but like when you first started with music.
Man, music really been around in my family like since the jump, you know. My dukes, she sing, you know. My peoples, like my sisters, they sing. My pops, I don't know if he can still sing, but he said he used to be able to blow back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like music was always around. I always liked hearing it. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, playing the drums. I was in the church a lot. So I'm always around music. It's just I like the way it sounds, I like how it make me feel. I like how you can like, you know, it's a language. You know what I'm saying? You can speak to somebody else and like far away, you ain't even never met them before type shit. And all through music. So I started like in the church for real. I wasn't necessarily the type to be like singing in the mic's house, more so on the drums, piano and stuff like that. You know, everything translated over to like probably I want to say middle school. I really realized I wanted to like try to do music for real. And then my mom, she was making songs before me for real.
Yeah.
I ain't never think about it though. So then after that, I kind of just found myself like recording my own music. More so started on beats first though.
Okay.
Like I kind of gave up on that. I ain't gonna lie.
What'd you start making beats on, man?
Man, I was making beats on Fruity Loops, man. Real OGs know about Fruity Loops, man. Still to this day. But yeah, I started on Fruity Loops. It wasn't until like I got a little older, probably like high school, where I started using other stuff like Logic and like Pro Tools and stuff like that. But for the most part, everything started from when I was younger. I wasn't necessarily on the rapping stuff back then. It was more so like singing, because that's all I heard. You know.
Yeah.
Shit. It's like so much.
So it was like I'll say your early studio sessions like back then, man. What would get you into the mindset to even write? What was you even writing about back then?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Back then, everything was all cap, man. I'm talking. Bro, I was saying something about like what I was riding in a Benz with what I say, Louis on the seat, man. Look, man, what? I was talking crazy. Ain't even experienced none of that shit, but like, I guess getting older and seeing it, you know, the more effort you put into the song, you know what I'm saying, what you can make out of it.
Yeah.
But then again, that's kind of, you know what I'm saying. Can't necessarily say that because it be niggas that be making like all type of shit and then just go.
Yeah,
but
I
for
feel
the
like
most
it's
part,
like a lot of people rap about it when they're younger, kind of like manifestation. Like you're rapping about it because you want that shit to manifest so bad. Like you really do want to be in the Benz with a Louis in the seat.
yeah,
Like you want that shit to happen so bad. So if I put it on a track, this shit fucking might happen. Somebody, might give me a deal. Somebody might give me some money. So yeah, I can relate to that. That's funny.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at it like that back then. It's like shit.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro.
But you feel like it's different from how you create music now to then?
Yeah. Back then, I was more so like writing, you know what I'm saying? Pen, notebook type shit, writing all the songs. But now it's more so. I still write a little bit when I feel like the song requires me to write, but it just be punching in now. Because I feel like what you come up with on the spot might be completely better from what you was writing. In some cases, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you feeling. You never know what you're going to come up with on the spot.
Is that why, like, you could kind of said earlier, you prefer, like, the home studio vibe? 'Cause, like, the punching in kind of method, it's kind of easy to kind of sit there, take your time, and visualize what you want to say?
Yeah, it's like, it ain't necessarily no pressure. Not necessarily that you shouldn't be able to work with the pressure type shit, but it's like, more so, you're in the comfort of your own space. You can try anything. You never know what the fuck you going to come up with. I ain't know I could hold a fucking note until I try. So
Yeah.
So obviously your creative process. So after obviously middle school, you get into high school, you used to record in high school and stuff?
yeah, it was like I used to record off I had a Rock Band mic and I took that shit.
Oh, we.
I plugged that bitch up to the I was recording at FL.
Facts.
That shit was terrible.
I think, like, Brody, you're the first person to taught me how to really use reverb, man. So, like,
Oh, word.
yeah, so
Bro.
we were like, I used to have this old mic. It was a dynamic old, like, church mic, you know what I'm saying? So I used to plug it into my computer, recording in Audacity. But my shit was so fried, it's that, like, I had to listen to the song out loud, but I had to turn it down real low on my laptop. So, like,
Nigga had the books.
so it couldn't be, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't hear it, but I'd be talking into the mic, and then I export everything in the FL, and then he'd show me how to get reverb on the vocals so it can sound like raw. It's in a big room, and I used to overdo that shit to the max,
Bro,
bro.
that nigga, man, it's like this nigga is in a empty ass
Yeah, man.
stadium by himself,
Added stutters. Oh man.
tweaking out on that bitch.
But yeah, that's crazy because, like, come to think about it, you've always been creative with how you record. Because I could never look at you like, man, you just somebody that rap. Because, like, you'll jump in the bag and you'll start singing a little bit. But then at times, bro, I'm here. I see you make beats. And in high school, bro, you was like shooting videos, bro. And you was cold with them. Like, I feel like you damn near play every part of an artist, like everything that surrounds an artist completely. You damn near play all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So how, like, what made you jump around until you find it to be like, all right, I feel like music is where I'm at with it, because you can honestly do all them shits. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, really, like, as far as music videos, it was like, I like the picture that they paint, you know what I'm saying, with the video for the song. And it's like, the video can make or break the song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's a trash, well, not all the time, but it's like shit gotta add up, you know what I'm saying? Good video, you know what I'm saying, good song, but it's like, it got to the point where, like, I'm always recording music, And the way I would shoot a video, I didn't feel like nobody else could, you know what I'm saying, shoot the video like that. So it's like, I'd rather just do it myself. So I wasn't necessarily in front of the camera all the time. So I was behind the camera, but I'm still making music type shit. But then, you know what I'm saying, music started picking up traction and shit. So I'm like, I'm always behind the camera, niggas ain't knowing who the fuck on the song.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get in front of the camera. And it's like, at that point, I was like, I got to hop in that artist bag. You know what I'm saying?
At what point did your music start to pick up traction?
Shit, that was bad. What was that? I was say, I don't even remember the year necessarily. But we had just dropped this song. And I think we was performing that bitch at the Bullfrog.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a minute ago, you know what I'm saying? Bullfrog closed down now. But yeah, we performed that bitch there. It was going up. It was called 100%, man. That shit was crazy. But started off back then. Once that motherfucker took
Was
off,
that
I'm
like in high school or in college? Or?
Man, I think that was probably like 2015. If anything, it was, I don't know, man. I know that song was dope because I used to. I think I seen y'all perform it. But
next.
yeah, that shit went crazy for real.
But yeah, around that time.
Hold on, talk to somebody real quick.
Oh yeah, my bad. But around that time, yeah, that's when like the traction started picking up. You know, there's more shows type shit. So it's like I gotta be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to make that switch. But I always still had a love for videos. It's just the music love is stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely seen the growth, you know what I'm saying? Definitely how you approach the records and everything, the songs when you kind of like, it's a deeper meaning. Like everything gotta have its place type shit. It's not just random things put together.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Mm-hmm. So that song started taking off. So like, take us through like, I guess that at that point, that's when your career like really started to like really get some steam.
Mm-hmm.
So take us through like from that point up until you guys start going. Obviously, you started going to New York. Y'all become a group. Like, take us through that whole process of y'all coming together and becoming vice versa.
Really, it was a time back, you know, was in a different group, you know, shit happened. Niggas had their differences, but everybody still kept pushing, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was doing their thing. And then, me and my bro, we just teamed up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas came up with the name Vice Version. Like, shit, fuck it, we just gonna run with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know, recreating a whole new sound. You know what I'm saying? That's where it stemmed from. It was more so rap then, but it started getting into the more melodic bags, you know, just all of the aspects of the music at that point. So, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you feel like, I mean, obviously the differences back then, you know what I'm saying? Everybody still like, I say everybody was able to make their man. So how were you able to work through those differences, or how to like, what were some ways people was able to keep it pushing? If we can talk a little bit more into that.
I mean, really, communication, man. That's all it is, communication. Most shit happen because, you know, things ain't communicated. People don't understand each other, you know what I'm saying? Everything can be fixed if you just communicate.
Simple as that. For
Much
real.
to it, for real.
I feel like a lot of people like to add sauce onto it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people around the situation that kind of get their hands on it and kind of put that bug in people's ears when it's as easy as either a call, sometimes just pulling up on somebody, explaining how you feel, explaining something real quick. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if we have a common goal, or like the goal is to always get more, we should exhaust our resources figuring out how we get to that next level versus on things that don't necessarily mean any success for us. Because regardless how you feel, that shit's gonna become a crutch for you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that type of mindset. That, you feel me? Keep things pushing because everybody's still prospering. You feel me? Everybody prospering, but like communication, it's like maybe I wanted to do this and you wanted to do that. If we just communicated, we could still help each other out. It's just not the direction I wanted to go in. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a point in time where it's good to ghost people?
Yeah, man, you gotta put yourself first.
That's tricky.
Put yourself first. Elaborate on that.
Man, put yourself first. Like, nigga, if you know that it's a situation can make you snap, that could be the situation where you just lose your shit and you might be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be better off to just ghost some motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm
give up
my freedom.
I feel like this is random, but I've been in situations where you can't ghost people because they go, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, the plug, you know, like that. You feel what I'm saying?
All right,
But like,
no situations.
Yeah,
Like,
those
No.
are sticky situations. You know, it's easy to get gassed up. You can get out of control. Things get loud.
Right.
You know, those are situations where, yeah, it's those sticky situations. So you saying it's okay to ghost because you come first?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can put other people first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after so long, you're going to have to, like, put you first.
Tell us a time where you ghost somebody.
Man, it's so many times.
he said,
Motherfuckers say
switch
one
his
wrong
number
thing.
quick.
Yeah, bro. It's like, motherfucker hit you up or some shit, you know. They hit you up like they want the conversation. But then the conversation be dry as hell. I'm going to just ghost you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even no purpose of taking it further. Like, I'm gone.
He said it's that easy. It's simple.
I'm gone. For what?
So, yeah.
Conversation get dry, you getting ghosted.
I'm out of there.
Yeah.
For what? I'm about to waste my time. I'm good. Somebody else don't know how to.
So what happens what happens if you had the coldest female in the world? Like y'all exchange Instagrams, y'all get to talking in the DMs, she give you her number, and everything going good. Conversation get a little dry. You go ghost her?
I mean, at that point, shit, it wasn't working out no more. Obviously, something happened.
So what if that happened to you? How would you deal with you getting ghosted?
You said what? Somebody ghosted me?
Yeah.
Shit, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. There's a million motherfuckers in this world. It's
So
meant to be.
there's a thing going on like in the Instagram, Twitter sphere with like niggas who are like too nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like girls don't like niggas who too nonchalant. Do you think you too nonchalant?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Explain.
I'd rather just, like I said, not take it the extra mile because I know there's some bullshit gonna happen. So I just rather keep it, you know what I'm saying? Just brush it off. It ain't happening. Keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. Like, I can be teed up and I can be lit, but at the same time, like I know how my fallback game has been strong since 2013.
That's where it all started.
Established 2013. Fallback game is very, very, very precise, and I know, like, I know when especially with your girl, like, some stuff starting to happen, like, you know, it's not gonna end up the way you think it's gonna end up. Like, it's time to fall back. Like, and then if she wants to come around and act right, she can come back around and act right. And then y'all can, then y'all can be cool. But if she gonna be teed up and trying to, you know, cause drama and shit, it's time to
I'm
fall
good.
back.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want no drama.
So you putting on for all the nonchalant niggas out there. No drama.
No drama, man. For what?
Yeah.
Some niggas be liking that shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, probably the idea of it. Damn. A little bit of drama. It's a little spicy in here. All right, cool. But I don't really like that shit for real.
Tell us the time where you was in some drama that you shouldn't have been in.
Man. Let me see. Shit.
Like, tell us a story.
Trick question. Nah, shit. I mean, there was an argument going on, bro. I ain't had nothing to do with the argument at all. Somehow I got put into the argument. And then shit just, that's all I can say. It just, it ain't had shit to do with me. Like,
was the weapons flying in the air?
Bro, shit started turning up, man. Like,
you said shit started turning around.
Turned up.
yeah.
Shit started flying in the room.
That shit started tweaking out, man. It ain't had nothing to do with me. Put me in that shit. Out of there.
Great story.
Yeah, I had to be out there.
It's a great story.
It's a short story. That's how fast it was.
Damn. Shit didn't say you got about it.
Out of that bitch.
God damn.
Yeah. For example, I'll tell you a story. So I was in college, right?
Yeah.
And I was in the scholarship program, right? It was my sophomore year. And there was a girl, she was a year older than me. I kid you not. So I go over, she called me over just to chill, like to come over just to talk and shit. I go over and I'm like, I'm about to, like, you invite me over to your apartment and we just met. I'm trying to be on some demon time.
Smack.
So I go over there. I'm a gentleman. At that time I still smoked. I'm rolling up blunts and shit. She's laughing. We listen to music. We vibing. 30 minutes later, panties off, thrown over there. I'm going crazy, right?
My boy.
A week later, we got to go to a retreat. Kid you not. I'm over here with 2 other girls that I'm talking to. It's a sticky situation.
Man.
It's a sticky situation. I didn't know that her best friend was the girl who I was already piping. I didn't know. I wish I knew. I didn't know. So it's a sticky situation where we at the retreat. So I'm over here thinking, like, who do I talk to? Do I talk to the girl who I'm vibing with? I'm over here going crazy, or do I talk to my old girl who I'm already, cool with?
Yeah.
Call a meeting.
Call them all. Get them both. Put them all in a group text.
I don't know if I had no riz at that time to really finesse that situation. Like,
let me talk to y'all.
Put an R&B voice on.
So if you was in that situation, you would just call a meeting, handle it. You got that much riz?
Man, shit, it depend on the situation. See how to play that. You know what I'm saying? If I got my pimp hat on, you know what I'm saying, my player P hat. But if I'm on my chill shit, go ahead, you do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is before, like, I feel like when you're 18 years old, 19 years old, like, you're not really pushing P. Like, you pushing Disney. Like, only shit.
Man, what?
You don't know nothing about nothing. Like, you're not even.
But I'm not gonna lie. When I was like 19, 20, I felt like I knew everything. Though. I swear to God, I feel like I had that shit figured out, man. They couldn't tell me nothing. Cause like at that point, even if you know what I'm saying, going off to school, it's like once you able to make a little bit of money, it don't even got to be a lot, right? But it got to be enough to buy everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? You got the ability to do anything you want. I can however many girls you want. You know what I'm saying? We can get it in what car. You know what I'm saying? When you had like that type of feeling, and in college that shit is like exaggerated because it's like in college, bro. Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My mom used to send me $25 every 2 weeks, right? So like, so I found a way to like get some money. So you don't need to make a lot of money, right? But turn that $25 into $100, $150, right? You start doing that shit. You find a certain move. You feel like you walking on like $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
And you can take a girl to like something to eat, but you already knew like some college campuses. Y'all might have a little nice dining area, you feel me? You can kind of like off the meal plan, you know what I'm saying? Like shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's
meal plan shorty. That's a hack for all y'all don't need to know. Like if you're still in college and you watching this, get you a meal plan shorty. I kid you not. At the beginning of the semester, when a meal card is full, you go and talk to the girl. Get her like on your side, become best friends with her, pipe her down a couple times. She gonna buy you a meal every other day.
Not only she gonna buy you a meal, she gonna buy your homie a meal when you fucking too.
Everybody eating.
For sure.
But no, man. But during that time period, you know what I'm saying? Like when you trying to figure out, y'all end up going like splitting for a second and becoming like vice versa, and you able to get into that melodic bag. What kind of inspired you, you know what I'm saying, to even go into that route? We from Detroit, you feel me? Like, not to say Detroit is not, like, great musically, but as far as melodic, it's a little bit different than what's currently going on, but it's still, like, you know what I'm saying? But how did you get into that bag and being that you even in New York when you got into that bag for real?
I mean, yeah, shit, it was like a transition for real, going from mostly, like, rapping, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, I found myself, I don't know if it's rap singing, I guess, you know, but after I'm like, all right, you just, go all the way with it. Shit sound good. You know how to make, like it took a time and you know how to make the shit sound exactly how you want it to sound. I know the sound that I'm looking for when I record. So it's like,
you're talking to
sliding out there to New York. All you hear is A Boogie, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the New York motherfuckers. So they either out there rapping, but most of them is little TJ, all of them. They all.
I didn't mean to cut you off. You got a New York accent, bro?
Hell no, I ain't got no damn New York accent, bro.
I feel like he got one up his sleeve, man. He don't want to
I ain't
say
got no New York accent, man. They think I'm Southern here, man. They think I'm from fucking Texas or Atlanta.
So do you mess with I say how they talk up there? Is it like something that you just irritate you all day, or just like if that makes sense?
Shit aggressive as hell. Like everybody sound angry. Like there's nothing to be mad about.
What was your experience in New York? Was it a positive experience? Was it a negative experience? Tell us.
I mean, shit, it was overall positive. It had some negatives to it, but I mean, everything had.
Or why were you in New York?
Shit, I was out there pushing P. For real, bro. It's like no, but I was out there pushing the idea I had in my head, bro. Like I gotta get this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit back and wait for somebody else to, bring it to me because it ain't gonna go down like that. So I gotta do something. I feel like at that time, like the time is now. Gotta go ahead.
For sure. And this was a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you think that it was a successful trip? Did you accomplish what you were there to accomplish?
Yeah, I feel like if I hadn't took that time, it wouldn't have made me who I am today type shit. Like musically, mentally, all type of shit. I feel like I wouldn't have, like I found myself a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So it was just all around. Like I feel like a well-rounded decision to just go ahead and do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
That's a different type of hustle, you know what I'm saying?
So will you kind of encourage people to kind of like, what's your take on having people travel to even be able to write? Because you kind of spent a prolonged time, so I imagine like the songs you made there, or like the music you made, the feeling you made was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about other people going out and getting that same experience, traveling and, you know what I'm saying, going different places to make music?
Yeah, it's like the more you travel, it's like the more shit you got to talk about for real. You know what I'm saying? Different places, no matter where the fuck you go. You done went there, you know something about that place, you know what I'm saying? You can throw that in the song if you need to, but it's like, it just adds to it. You got more shit to talk about.
Yeah.
For real.
I had one brother. He lives in New York, and
That's all.
he when he first moved there, he lived in Brooklyn, and he was paying $1,400 to live in a closet, like a walk-in closet.
Tweaking up there.
I kid you not. Was your living situation like similar to that? Or were y'all like set up straight?
Yeah, nah, shit was set up straight. Like they do be tweaking out there with them prices though. Like I tell you, like the main shit I hate about it, like well besides the prices being like that for like a fucking closet or some shit, is nigga the time. Like, here, you know what I'm saying? You going down the street, it might be 3 minutes, 3 miles. Nigga there, in 3 miles, gonna be like 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything is far. It's not even far, but it just feel far as fuck for no reason.
That's crazy. Going and sit in the car for 3 minutes. For 3 miles for 25 minutes, bro.
Yeah, man, that shit. But I ain't gonna lie, it helped though, cause like, it's one song that we had dropped, and I actually thought about the verse and shit to that, like while I was driving. I was all just cruising and shit. I'll go cruise, play the beat in the car, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to it. Thought of a verse. I'm like, shit, slid all the way back to the crib. Laid that bitch down. Yeah. That motherfucker came out with some heat.
What's your favorite part of New York to drive around?
I ain't gonna lie, as much as I hate it, Times Square, like downtown Manhattan type shit.
Downtown Manhattan, yeah.
Because it's like everything.
I feel like that's New York. Like when people think about New York, like that's New York. Because it's really deep, like Jay-Z not capping, like there's really projects out there. Like it really be some buildings fucking 30 feet high, 33,000 bedrooms in there.
All of them motherfuckers.
You go downtown Manhattan, everything's spread out. It's nice. It's colorful. It's fucking trees.
I was like, don't get me wrong though. It still be crowded down there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Too many motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
So what's next for you? Like, what are you trying to accomplish in your career? Are you trying to get signed? Are you trying to get a deal? Are you trying to just be independent? What's your goal?
I'm not necessarily opposed to a deal, you know what I'm saying, but just pushing the brand. That's the main goal, like making sure, because it's not just music, you know what I'm saying? It's everything. You know, it's a brand, it's a business. So more so just trying to push everything forward. And overall, that'll bring everything back in, you know what I'm saying? Like, different, you know, we got the merch side, you know what I'm saying? Got the music side, got the production side, just all type of shit, man. Just everything all together, pushing forward.
Okay, cool.
And then talk about like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say you talk about that, but like, I know you experienced setbacks along the way. You know what I'm saying? Things weren't easy, but what helps you keep that level mind of focus and keeping, you know what I'm saying, being productive? Because I know like when you upset or something like that, to me, music helps me write and calm down. But when you all honestly choose it as like a profession too, it's more than a job. So how do you even balance that and keep a collected mind when you're trying to be professional too? You know?
I mean, really, shit, like you said, it's therapeutic. You just put that shit in the music. You know, motherfuckers gonna want to hear about it. And it's sad to say, like niggas rather hear some negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Than some positive shit. That's why shit be going viral like that. But it's like, just put that shit in the song. You know what I'm saying? It's really got a nigga in that mindset. Throw it in the song, get it off your chest, keep going.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, so we talked about some like business shit, your music, your artistry and shit. Let's talk about some fun shit because we need some clips. Let's talk about some fun shit. So obviously you push it. Okay, first of all, you can't just be talking about you pushing P throughout this interview without giving us some game. Like, break down some game for us about what the average person out there can do to be pushing P like you, like Jay.
Man, there's so many different ones. Shit, let me see. Keeping shit player, man.
Keeping shit player.
And when I say keeping shit player, I don't just mean it in like the, you know, what everybody say. I mean it as in like, you got personal, you got business. Never take shit too personal. You know what I'm saying? And know when shit is supposed to be strictly business. As long as you don't get them too mixed up, you know exactly what is what. I mean, nothing can go wrong. Because no matter what, motherfucker gonna know. Either he stood on business or either he didn't. It's like, as long as you keep them separated, you're gonna be Gucci.
That's facts.
Can you tell us something that people always have messed up about you? They always got it fucked up. Like something that people get wrong about you then every time.
Bro, niggas think, bro, I'd be so chill, bro. Niggas would think I'm like crazy or something. I'm not. Like they be like, well, bro, why that nigga so chill? Like, is there something wrong with being chill? I don't know. But
Do you think it come with the dreads or something?
I don't know, bro. Probably. Motherfucker can't see my face. I don't know, man. Like,
but I ain't gonna lie, like I sometimes pull up on you, you pull up on me, and you be having the black forces on. I don't know, dog.
it depend on the day, man. It depend on the day. What's going on, man? I might have to slap the bitches on.
Like you sliding in the city. What's going on?
Nah, man. Couple might be some moves I gotta make, man. I need to be in that mindset. Let me go ahead and slap these on.
He be on game time, bro.
Nigga, it's time to get down to business. Put them bitches on. After that, put the white ones on.
So no, that's some good game. That's some good game for the people. Obviously, like when I think of people who stand on business, I'm thinking about people who can actually give games. So they have experience in the game to be able to like coach and to give some advice. What would you give the college freshmen out there some advice? You usually go to college?
All I say, man, I went to a college. I ain't go to like the university type college though.
Okay. Well, everybody knows this is going back to school, and you remember you remember your first day on campus when you nervous.
But even if you're talking to like, you know what I'm saying, that high schooler about to get ready to graduate, like what's some advice, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, around my time, like going to college type shit, that's when I started realizing the seriousness of music.
Okay.
And like, I won't say college don't necessarily help, you know what I'm saying? But it all depends on what you do with it. Like,
still advice me to drop out.
No, not necessarily drop out, but I mean, shit, if you feel that strongly about it, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying, gonna push you further, like, and get you where you want to be in life, then, you know what I'm saying, go through it. But, you know, if you ain't even feeling that comfortable, like, if you can't offer, like, that quick, like, all right, yep, I'm about to go do this shit, then don't do it. if you gotta sit there and nah, just
You know it's gonna be a clip, right? Rapper says the college students drop out.
nah, man, don't drop out, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay in school, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in the streets. Stay in that motherfucker. But nah, it's like if you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? If you know you can do something, if you know you got that talent to, you know, bring millions of people together, doing whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, you do, then do it.
For sure. Believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Believe in yourself.
That's the main thing.
For sure. So let's talk about like relations for a second. So obviously, being a music artist comes with groupies. What's your groupie story?
I don't even got no groupie stories for real, bro. I mean, yeah, I ain't even got no groupie stories, bro.
But no, even we can kind of go into the parts like, you know what I'm saying, outside of music, you know what I'm saying? Paint that vision, that person, like who are you outside of music too? You know what I'm saying? We spend a lot of time talking about it, but I know some other things you kind of, you know what I'm saying, passionate about, or like some things you kind of want to explore. Maybe it might be a trip, you know what I'm saying? It might be like you trying to purchase a new chain, you trying to get a new whip, you trying to like, you might enjoy skydiving. What's that thing for you other than music?
Man, shit, really, I like me time. Like,
Yeah.
being able to just sit there and actually think, you know, playing out shit. Like, I'll say one thing, I like playing the game. You know what I'm saying? That's a creative space to, you know, put together whatever I need to do. It sounds kind of weird because you're playing the game, so you won't necessarily think you'll be putting something together. But it's just, I don't know. It's like how motherfuckers listen to music.
Yeah, like
when they
meditative.
Meditative. Yeah, so that's just something I like to do. Shit. I like to just listen to music. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep me in a good headspace. Shit. I meditate a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
That
I
shit
try
sound
to
like it hurt. I ain't gonna cut.
I try to
old, man.
niggas cracking over there. Yeah, I try to like I seen some shit where it's like when you wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Not the first thing. Like go 10 minutes without like just go 10 minutes straight silence. You know what I'm saying? Don't wake up, look at your phone. Don't think about nothing.
That.
Like just lay there straight silence. Don't go to sleep though. Cause that ain't the point of it. But just straight silence, you know what I'm saying? And just let all your thoughts is gonna be running around. And after you quiet everything down, it's like your day go way better. So that's the thing I like.
I don't think I can do that. Honestly, I'm about to check it.
And then you know what I'm saying? I like broccoli. You know what I'm saying?
Explain, bro.
I like that broccoli, man.
Oh, broccoli. Oh, I thought. No, I'm thinking that this nigga talking about the vegetable. I'm like, explain. Why do you like?
Yeah, man.
Is that like you don't like asparagus?
Well, yeah, I like to burn the broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Just set it on fire, put it in the bowl.
But when you said me time, like you know what I'm saying, for those watching.
Look, I ain't talking about no freaky stuff.
But no,
I
like
mean me time. That's
even like, bro, even on like some self-care shit, you feel me? With some like some good self-care methods, or like what does a me day look like? Cause you know what I'm saying, we grown and shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we got stresses, real life things that be going on, and sometimes it's like I be trying to get caught up in like, man, I need to get time to myself, but I gotta be productive. But you need that time to like unwind, figure out what's going on. So what's that like? You expand on that me time, you feel me?
I mean, shit. Me time is really like you take time, you know, do organization, you know, get shit together, make phone calls, send out emails, you know, just anything that you know that you will have to do, you know what I'm saying, in a day-to-day basis type shit. Just get it done like it's not in a day-to-day basis, you know what I'm saying? Put that shit in your free time. Just do it while you doing something. You know what I'm saying? Get everything done.
Sure. So really just focus on the things you got to do. Make sure you're able to get that done, and in the meantime, you're able to like do it on in a relaxed level, relaxed manner.
There's no pressure because you already taken care of it. You know
Sure. Oh yeah.
Shit you got to work on. 2, I like going to the gym. That's like a therapeutic thing too. You know what I'm saying? Blow off a little steam, like stress out type shit.
So what's like a you know what I'm saying? That thing. What's like a healthy gym routine that you feel like you're trying to get into or you already into?
Man, I'm trying to go in there and do the marine workouts.
So you mean you get like a personal trainer and shit? Like you do all that all now?
No, I want a personal trainer.
That shit, you do one too?
I'm gonna fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I need a personal trainer.
You know what I'm saying? It keep me motivated, keep me going. It's gonna be some days. I'm like, I'm gonna just go another day. Go a little later. No, get your fat ass up. That's what I need to do.
You saw that dude with like it was like a muscle man and shit. He had like his client was eating a burger. He stormed into like the burger, slapped the burger out his hand and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? The
Come on, get your fat ass in the gym.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
I think
I seen that.
That shit crazy as hell.
That's funny.
Nah, man. For sure, man. I did that, bro. I definitely feel like that getting into the gym. You know what I'm saying? I think 2022 was a year that like we've been in the house for so long. 2020, you know what I'm saying? In 2021, I feel like everybody was still figuring it out, but now I feel like everybody got what they need to do. It's about mental health, physical health, longevity. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of like wraps it up, you know what I'm saying, for today. We probably gonna get some more content, but I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We got Vice Versa Jay De Niro in the
Appreciate
building.
you for having me, man.
Is there anything you want to say to the people, you know what I'm saying? Anybody watching or like anything you got coming up next?
I mean, shit, stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? A lot of music dropping, working on some visuals right now. Got some more merch coming, everything coming. Stay tuned.
So, man, you heard it here first, the 1932 podcast. You got Mark here, you know what I'm saying?
Avery signing out. Till next time.
For sure.